How's everybody doing today? Mario, how's everything going on your end?
Well, still on the learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, We're running into issues, apparently the way your system works and the way we're used to using it or
Mm-hmm.
using other systems. So, um, some of the things have to do with the process that you guys use to, once you upload the list, how is it actually managed by your system as far as the, um, opportunities? Because I'm seeing them pop up in different pipelines. Some of them are stale, so I don't understand what that is, but
Oh,
maybe you
you're
can,
talking about the agents, because you're uploading agents, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So they're gonna pop up in the relationship building pipeline for
yeah,
agents because of the nature that they're on the MLS, right? So MLS deals, we're gonna work on them simultaneously after 60 days with agents for potential pocket listings, right? If you do not want that on, of course, you're more than welcome to turn it off. Right. So it's like, I guess the question is, do you want to do pocket listings simultaneously with those agents that you've already uploaded into your system later on in the future?
that's a yes.
Okay, then you want to keep that on.
Okay, so it doesn't have anything to do with untouched and any of that, 'cause that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing them in different pipelines in different places. So Don and I are like, why are they in two different places? I guess that was, yeah, you know what I mean?
What's your account under? And we can go into it.
Oh, shoot. You talking about the friendly name?
Yeah, the friendly business
I think it's Mario Galupo now.
name. Let me double check.
Or just Mario, it looks like.
All right, cool. Mario. Okay, I got it. Let's do this. Switch over. Um, Opportunities. All right, so you untouched, you got a bunch of responses. Not gonna move too much to the right. So you got one in negotiations, it looks like.
Yeah, that's done. See, that's the other thing. Apparently you can see all of us, all of our stuff. I can only see what's in my login. And that's the other issue. I need to be able to see everything. And
Well,
Don is,
you're an admin, right? So
right.
my staff.
Like, for
Are you
example,
logged in as this account?
yeah,
Well, you should be able to see everything under roles and permissions. So admin, you're not restricted.
so
Um,
Don pulled a list this morning and I can't see it on my end. I can see the all contacts, but I can't see the list.
you mean he uploaded a list today and it's not
Right.
showing in there? Can he see them?
He can see them on his end, right?
Because I mean, I see the import right here, August 5th.
Yeah.
Opportunities. Are these created today? So August 5th.
Well, you tell me how, again.
What's your view on this? Like, do you have a filter set on?
We, so we're creating a smart list when we upload. So we know exactly what we uploaded each one.
Yeah,
of
you're not
us.
going to see his smart list if he saves it.
Right.
So that's based off person. The same thing is like managing the view here. Like if you click on managed fields to check and look at certain things on the cards. So
Yeah.
like say for example, deal type and I hit apply.
Right.
Like only I'll be able to see those, right? So every person needs to be able to set their own filters in that instance.
Okay. Yeah, so it's that again, learning curve. So it's just, knowing what we can and cannot. This is the same high level. I mean, it's been like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing we can do on high level for certain things that they build out that way. Like what we're really like, what we're building out is on top of that, right? So I mean, I wish we can go into their back end and change a lot of things. Like we already create certain buttons through code and whatnot, right? For example, the ones up here and certain things inside of, there's other automations and stuff for CSS and JavaScript, but there's still limitations to functionality of the system that we just don't have the back end. We don't have control of their server. But yeah.
You know what would be good? I don't know if it can be done, is to have on the opportunities have their name as opposed to just the address. Can we add their name somewhere in there?
yes, I mean you're like the second person that's ever asked for that, but basically the solution for that would be, you know how we already populate the ARV, let's say, as a duplicate in there. Well, the
Yeah.
same way, we would just create a new custom field for the opportunity and have that come over as well, and then we can show it on there.
Okay.
Right, that would be the solution. I mean, you will have like you can view on the opportunity here. Let's see, while I have you, bring this back up. So manage fields, right? So like the owner's name, not really that important, but primary contact info. Like
Contact info.
let's say we bring that in and we hit
Yeah.
apply. There's that, but again, right? Like, oh, actually they've updated this. Before we only had the initial, now we actually have the name.
Oh,
Yeah, so like this is actually like more recent. This is like 2-3 weeks new. So I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore. Never mind, scratch the other solution.
Well, it's simply because, we're doing like text. I don't know if Hamada updated you. So we're doing texting to off market direct to owners. So
Okay.
it just sends out a text to their phone number that we're able to scrape. So we scrape their name and phone number,
Okay.
and we send that out. We upload the list, and all it goes out is a test and an email with the same information. So when it comes back,
Careful, right? So
Yeah.
what you're doing is kind of in the realm of cold texting, right? I'd beware. I mean, again, right? Like cold texting is one of the main issues. Like used to be the best thing ever in the world like 3 years ago, right? And prior to that. Well, we can text blast a large amount, and then next thing you know, Twilio, got cracked down because of government and compliance and laws and stuff like that. So now we can't really do it. So we do use the texting for a follow-up, not so much as the initial.
yeah, the email is I mean the email, the text. These batches are very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
I think the max we've gotten is 8.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's gonna flag anything, and we're still putting them on the drip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but we get pretty good responses on that.
Yeah. Wow. What platform are you using for that one? Because I don't see it in here.
Yeah, it's yours is the only one that I can do that with.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Lovely. So, any like, I mean, I see you have a deal in negotiations or that they've accepted. Success? Like everything's working the way you intended it to?
That was brought over from another app that he had been working on. So
Okay, cool. Okay.
BILT, yeah.
Okay.
It's going on for a couple of months, so even before we joined you guys.
Okay, but you got 24 responses in here. Any luck on those?
And those are, yeah, I looked at, a lot of those are, DNC, don't call me again and stuff like that, but at least they're responses.
Are you marking them as DNC? I see you marked 4 of them.
Yeah.
Pending under contract
some
1.
of them are still questionable. Some of them put pause instead of stop. So I'm trying to figure out what that means. I don't know if they want me to just not send in for now or wait till later, it's not
they replied back pause.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would just mark them as DNC. Yeah, don't even worry about those people.
Yeah.
Again, it's a numbers game, right? So like the whole goal here is to make sure that we're able, basically to give them what they want. If they don't care about it, then it's fine. We move on to the next ones.
Now let's see. I had a few things to go over. Let's see. So that you're explaining how that works. Here we go. Voicemail. The way to create a voicemail. Is that something that it can be done by a bot that you guys have?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll give you an idea right here. So you can pre-do your voicemails, but let's just say I create a workflow from scratch, right? I mean, I know what you want to use that as an additional way to follow up, right? So whatever trigger you want to do, in here you can do the voicemail one. So voicemail, you just upload a file, and so it'll attempt to call them. It'll be more of like a 3-second call, and it cancels and it shoots them the voicemail.
Right.
But yeah, I would test it out first, make sure you like how it turns out, and then basically automate it at that point.
All right, and that's a manual trigger, right? So we can,
I mean, no, you can automate it.
we're not gonna automate it, so when somebody call, because there's calls coming
Yeah,
in.
for example, right? So inside of here, you already added the texting as a follow-up, right?
Right,
On your offers. So offers, let's say your follow-ups. So your cash offer follow-ups in here, maybe you want to add a voicemail in between the emails, right? Before it waits 3 days, right? Or add a wait timer in between that. Maybe you want to do it at the same time on the offer stage while you sent that text message. So initial offers, let's say the hybrid right here. Let's see. Well, you don't have the text message on here. Oh, you do. You did it up here. I see what you did.
yeah,
So you're just sending a text message regardless if they respond to your email or not. This is actually I guess the goal, you want to give it a wait like that. We don't want to send somebody a text message unless they
These are the ones that we
respond. They didn't
created
respond.
for the, these are the ones that we created for the off market.
Oh, okay, I see what you did. Yeah.
So again,
But on
these
market's
are,
doing the same thing. So you have off market and you have on market.
no, it shouldn't be on market. It should not-
And it's the same message. I see on your I see in your house for sale on Zillow, all for off market, and then the on market, same thing. So that needs to be updated, just FYI.
Yeah. On that message, all we need is to input the address, because a lot of the replies that you see getting say, what's the address? Because if you notice, the address is not in that message. So it's that reply that you see, what's the address? And I'm trying to think.
Because you're using
why am I getting an off market, reply, what's the address? Should already be known. So it seems like agents are getting these texts, even though it's an off market property. That's what we're running into.
All right, so let's look at one of these. So responded, this is on market.
Just real quickly to mention, this screen that you're looking at right now doesn't look anything like the one I'm looking at.
Share your screen.
Okay, so that's where it's like, I'm trying to figure out how you get that screen. There you go.
Good.
So this is what I'm looking at right now, and that's, I'm assuming it's the same, you're on the same pipeline, and a position pipeline.
Yeah.
Even if I change it,
That's Mo, that's because he's got a name man in the search function.
Yeah. Take off the search so you have to the right.
we're all, you got that, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Jesus, I've been doing it all this time. Hold on. This is where you were, right?
Mhm.
Now, look at that. What a difference. Thank you. I
You're welcome.
didn't even notice that.
Easy fix.
I just noticed that you were able to see all that. I'm like, where the heck am I?
Mario, it's okay. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah,
We wonder where,
it's gonna
we
take
wonder
me a
where
little-
all of our leads went. I've been there before.
It's gonna take me a little bit, man, I'm telling you. Let's see,
He's got a whole bunch of
working on-
questions.
on
Let's go.
templates. What's the other question Don had? Because he likes to generate his own templates.
Question: do you and Don have two separate accounts?
Not yet.
Maybe it must be someone else. I feel like there's another Don that had an account. I don't know. What was the question? Templates?
He wants to know how to create his own templates. And so what's the process to creating those templates so that he doesn't mess it up or mess up anything?
Yeah, so hold on 1 second. So to create templates is actually not that difficult, right? So inside of the marketing, under emails,
Uh-huh.
you're going to find templates right here.
Okay.
And then you can just create a new one. Organize it by folders, of course. Keep yourself organized. But just create a new template, either a blank template you can use inside there, or create your own from existing. I mean, just start with a blank one. You can do the design editor, code, or plain. Notice how mine are all plain. Because if we're doing cold email, we want to be as clean as possible, more deliverability, more than being pretty,
Okay.
you know, but if you're targeting somebody like, let's say your buyers that you've already built relationships with, then you can use like a design editor, because deliverability doesn't matter as much when you have a relationship with them. Like they won't land too much in their spam because they've already responded to you already. So
Right.
that's how I would go about it.
Okay.
You can also create snippets as well.
I was gonna ask you about that, what those were.
These are for more like when you're in a conversation with somebody. Let's say you're in a conversation right here, you can just pull up your insert snippet immediately. So,
Yeah, pretty good.
yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right, I think that's all I have. Don is supposed to log in at some point, I hope, because he might have more questions, but I'm clear on what I need to do.
Absolutely. NS, I see, just finished setting up my domain and SMS, so I'll be on the next few Zooms for some help. Simple, listen, upload some contacts. Are you still in here? Well, move on. Let me see. Okay, I see everybody in here. I guess, yeah, NS, you're in here. All right, well, whenever you get back online. Fabian, we spoke earlier. Where are you at right now?
Hey, how you doing? So yeah, in the first video, it says I was on the first video with the email thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how it says to verify?
Mm-hmm.
I put the headers, and it says success, but there might be an issue because of the DMAC.
The
When I
DMARC.
put in
So
when
the
I put in
headers really don't have to do anything with that, but let me pull up your account. But you copied and pasted the DMARC, right?
Yeah. Yes, but when I go to let me see where it's at.
Here, I already got it open.
When I do the dedicated header, so with the email, it says success,
Right
but there
here.
might be something, yeah, let me see, hold on.
Well, first off, right, remember, this is a subdomain, right?
Uh-huh,
So this, when you're also doing the headers,
okay,
make sure this is your subdomain. So offers dot for that. So sender mismatch provider address doesn't align with the associated domain, potentially resulting in a DMARC. Right.
mm-hmm.
All right, let's cancel that for a second. Let's see your verified domain. Probably because you made it all caps. That's fine. Then we can, yeah. But I mean, it's all verified. You should be good to go to using this one. But I wouldn't be worried too much about headers. Headers are not the end of the world. It's just what shows up on your emails at all points in time.
Okay.
But I believe if we just follow the same exact way you're doing it, yeah. So that way it worked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because you did call caps.
Oh,
That's about it.
okay. Heard. So,
Yeah, you're good, man.
thank you.
They're all verified. You do your staff members in here. Step 2. Go and complete step 2 and upload your data.
Okay, heard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yes.
Well, we didn't really do much of an intro today. We kind of jumped right into it. So once again, guys, I mean, I appreciate you guys for joining in every single week on this. You know, you guys could have been anywhere, but you guys chose to be here instead. So welcome to BILT, of course. If you guys are watching on YouTube or Facebook, there is a link to the actual Zoom that you can join in the description. You know, it's more where we share screen more often in there. Some stuff we can't show on YouTube and Facebook just because of privacy and stuff like that. So just do keep that in mind. You know, the main focus today is really just going to be Q&A and kind of going a few things. Later on, we're going to have the BILT giveaway that we did for July. So keep that in mind. We'll be announcing the winner sometime, you know, in basically maybe in another half an hour or something like that. So just stay tuned for that. As usual, guys, if you guys want to, you know, of course, support us and give us feedback and everything, we always appreciate it. Make sure you guys submit a testimonial for us We will give you guys a free month off for doing that. So submit us a video testimonial. It's inside the left menu bar inside of here. If you're brand new and you're just starting and you haven't even done your first 3 steps, please don't submit one. I know some of you guys were just trying to get a free month, but I really want people who have had success using the system, or maybe even something negative that we can improve on. So just keep that in mind. So really, really important, guys. If you have feedback, let us know. There's a few things that we need to be going over just to make sure that everybody's on track. There's some mindset things I think a lot of you guys might need as well in the future, just to kind of get started. One of my main concerns right now for everybody, especially the newer people that are signing up as of late, is we need to think about this as a business, right? We can't be uploading 200 leads. That's not going to get you anywhere. This is a numbers game. This is data, right? There's a typical response rate. You're only uploading X amount of leads, let's say 200. Well, if you're doing direct to agent, maybe you get a 20% response rate. If you're doing direct to seller, maybe you get a 5% response rate. So keep that in mind, guys. Like 200 is not going to get you nowhere. Actually upload data. Here you guys are using tools like PropStream or Batch Leads or X Leads or whatever Geo Machine. You're paying for those tools and they're giving you 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 pieces of data. If you're only pulling 200, why are you wasting your time? You're literally not even using the tool. Okay, you're spending money on those tools and not really maximizing what you paid for. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's something that we really need to focus on, is actually taking action. If you're worried about things being direct to seller being expensive because you got to skip trace leads, or either A, upgrade your plan on those tools, then they offer free skip tracing, or B, don't do direct to seller, switch to direct to agent if your budget is so small. So just keep that in mind, right? Like, agents are going to get you more responses anyways. You'll get your first couple of deals, then you can switch to direct to seller and go things on a fast pace. Again, guys, if you guys are enjoying these lives and appreciate the free education and want us to continue doing these for free, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing on YouTube, at Facebook, sharing the value for everyone else to get and so they can experience. We appreciate it and welcome all the support we can get. If you're interested in using BILT and you're watching this, make sure to go to BILTCRM.com. And of course, if you're interested in becoming one of our affiliates to help us out with marketing, we will pay you guys 30% recurring commissions. So with that being said, guys, let's move on. NS, are you still with us? What's going on? Because I know you put that question in there, or you had, I guess, things you needed to set up or move forward with, or before we go to someone else. Cool. I see, Don, you're in here now. Everything good on your end? I know.
I am good, sir.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
I'm a lot better now, put it that way.
Oh, of course. You got yourself a drink.
Oh,
Ready to go? Ready for the evening?
just starting probably.
Oh, just started in the evening. Yeah, I know how you feel.
We had some questions about BILT, so we need to get, when you get time or whatever time frame you have, we can talk about a couple of things, and me and Mario should be finished with you.
Okay, I think I answered most of Mario's questions.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, did you have anything else to add to the questions he had?
Mario took care of it, and we are good. Just here just for the ride in to enjoy my drinks and enjoy you guys' company. How's that sound?
Awesome, cool. So Sam, I see you're in here. Are you using BILT at the moment? Moving on. Deb, I see you're in here as well. Do you have any questions with BILT? Anything that we can help you with? Today's focus is going to be Q&A and getting you guys going and up and started, just to help you guys out a little bit more. I know we didn't do our live last week. Okay, I think people are scared of the camera. Lovely. All right, cool. Let's actually jump right in into, I guess, today's focus, as well as to make sure you guys get the giveaway. But there's one thing I want to go over beforehand, right? There's one thing I'm thinking about doing. So there's one thing I'm thinking about doing, and I want you guys' opinion. Right now, I think I went over this with a few people already, and they think it's a good idea, but this kind of goes back into the mindset, but also at the same time, I know a lot of you guys are new, right? And what I mean by new is maybe new systems, maybe you're new to wholesaling or acquisitions as an investor, whatever it may be, right? And I kind of want to do something along the lines of it'll be fun, but at the same time, it'll be educational for people, right? Meaning something along the lines of like a real estate audit, okay? Something that we hang out for an hour, it'll be one-on-one, right? There's no charge or anything, any cost to anybody. It's for those that want the support, they want the feedback, they want the honest, no bullshit answer as to why they're not succeeding in their business right now at the moment, right? Those that can handle it, of course, you have to agree to those terms, but essentially, I think this is something that will help a lot of people. I know some people like the cold hard truth. Some people, that's the only way that they can take action when they hear some mindset, when they truly understand what their problems are, including why people are only uploading 200 pieces of data. I don't understand that, right? Thank you, Fabian. And so it's like, there's certain things, and I think we can help more people, and maybe we can educate people kind of in a funny and entertaining and educational, educational piece. Because if, let's say we break down your account and we're auditing it, right? And it's like, okay, well, the reason why you're not succeeding is because of this, right? And it doesn't have to be just BILT. If you're not a part of BILT, it doesn't matter. It's real estate, right? As long as we're working on some sort of acquisitions, some sort of dispositions, at the end of the day, we can take a look at it and see why we're not being profitable, why are we spending too much money on cost per acquisition, right? Why we're not achieving those results that we essentially want to achieve, freedom, right, in a business, and why we're still a side hustle instead of a business, right? And so, there's a lot of things that, I've noticed going through. I mean, we get anywhere between 2 to 7 new signups a day, which is great, but unfortunately 90% of those are beginners, right? A lot of you guys are beginners that are joining. I think this will be again, something that's more educational for everyone. A little bit more unique. We'll call it the Chef Ramsay of real estate. Maybe that'll help people understand what I'm talking about. But I think it'll be fun. I think we can do something different than what everybody else is trying to do. I don't think there's anybody in the industry that'll realistically sit down and give you that type of education as far as like a one-on-one. Again, I want nothing from you guys. Just the ability to have a conversation one-on-one with you guys and really try to understand what you guys are trying to achieve. And of course, it'll help other people know from your mistakes, right? So they don't have to be in your position. So those are my thoughts with that. If you guys are interested in something like that and want to actually apply to be on that, let me know. DM me directly on Facebook. And when the time comes and we have this built out and we're ready to actually launch it in the upcoming weeks, then we'll send you the actual application for that so you guys can apply. But DM me on Facebook. This will just let me know. Like, if you don't DM me, I'm not going to see that people are interested in this, and then therefore I'm not going to actually do something like that to help you guys. So just keep that in mind, right? If there's no people wanting it, there's no point of doing it. But I thought it was a thing that we could potentially do to improve. But with that being said, guys, let's jump into today's giveaway. And of course, if you guys have a question, the Facebook page, go to Mo Amin, DM me directly on Facebook, you'll find me, or go to the BILT real estate page, you'll find me as one of the admins and founders. So here, for just to kind of make this easier, facebook.com Mo Amin right here. Hope this helps. All right, so this will help you guys, right? You can just DM me here. So going back, right, again, we have the giveaway. Those of you guys that actually entered the giveaway have a chance of winning. If you did not and did not follow directions, I'm going to say this right now, 30 people did not follow directions. They can't read a post, right? And again, this might go back to mindset. It might go back to not being educated. Might not be going back to just being lazy, right? And if you're lazy in something of following directions like this, you're probably lazy in your business as well, right? So 30 people did not follow directions, so they are not inside of this. The goal was to make sure you're following the Facebook group and also make sure that you are a part of, here, let me pull this up so we actually have it. As well as you mentioned highlight right inside the comment, so you're kind of notifying the audience as well about it. So keep that in mind. I think we have like 45 people actually submitted for this time around. Last time we had a lot less. I think we only had like 20 something people for the first time ever we did this. and it was already double. So I don't know if we'll do it next month or not. Let me know if you guys want me to do something like this. It doesn't really cost me any money. It doesn't take any of my time. It's a benefit for someone who may be struggling and can't, maybe afford a system, or as well as want to help someone else, or maybe they themselves want to save money. I don't really care. It's a business expense, right? BILT. So the goal with this is you follow the directions, you get a free annual plan of BILT. If you're already a member of this, then you pretty much just get 12 months off, right? If you're already a member. So that's how that would work. So we're going to go ahead and run this. Let's go ahead and refresh this system. We'll go ahead and hide this. We'll go ahead and spin the wheel and see who the winner is for this. Good luck, everyone. Yes, good luck. And I don't know if you guys can hear anything, but sorry. Let's see who the winner is here. We'll do this. That's not going to help. Woohoo. Okay, there you go. LaShawn Jenkins, you are the winner. I'm not sure. You probably are a client already, or what was a client. I don't know. I think I remember seeing your name inside the system. LaShawn Jenkins, if you're on here or you're watching this, you are the winner. We will DM you. We will post you as the winner inside the BILT CRM group. So just keep that in mind. That will be inside of the BILT real estate group right here, not that one. It will be showing up in here, kind of like we did last time. I don't know if I can find it, but we announced the winner somewhere over here. Yeah, so last time was Jason Oliver, kind of in the same condition. It'll be right here. So again, LaShawn Jenkins, you are the winner of this. You get a free annual plan of BILT. Reach out. I will also reach out to you as well. Again, right, like we want to make sure you guys are taken care of. You're up and started. You're onboarded. If you have any questions, reach out as well. Guys, right, like it's not, I guess, difficult to follow directions. Like, I don't know why 30 people did not follow directions. That's literally basically half the people that applied. So just keep that in mind, right? It's to make it, we got to make this fair for everybody. I don't think anybody in here thinks it would be fair if someone won and they did not follow directions, right? That doesn't make sense. So make sure you guys follow directions next time. Okay. NS, I see, or is it Ines or is it NS or something? Because I know you're here, you're listening. You just friended me on Facebook. To better understand your question, how can I help? Right? You set up your domains in SMS. You're going to be on the next few Zooms. What can I help you with at the moment? You need help pulling a list. Did you go through the actual tutorials? I'm going to go and just do this. I'm going to record the answer right here. Maybe this will jumpstart you. But if you're not on a computer, you might want to rewatch this. So step 3 goes over uploading and mapping your data. The system, again, the goal is to get you guys up and running in 15 minutes. Again, if you're not tech savvy, yes, that might take longer, right? Times it by 10, right? But at the end of the day, if you know how to do DNS settings, it would be a 2-minute process. If you know how to create a marketing user inside of High Level or BILT, right? Again, that'll be like a 2-3 minute process. And uploading data, if you have the data, again, maybe a 5-minute process. And so if you don't know how to pull data, it will be right here inside the optional power-ups. We teach you how to pull the data from PropStream, Batch Leads, Deal Sauce, by clicking these links here, how to pull property data, and again, how to clean and verify your contact info. Specifically, very, very, very important when you're doing direct to seller. We do not trust data providers. We do not trust skip tracing. And as I mentioned before, if you're going direct to seller and you don't think you can pull 10,000 leads and spend 10 cents to skip trace, $1,000, then don't do direct to seller, right? Go on market. And again, if you need help launching your pre-built websites, right here, if you want to do texting and set up your A2P, that's the video for it. And of course, how to add follow-up to your SMS. I think that was all your questions, or maybe you already set up SMS, but that will hopefully go. No question yet, just waiting for the SMS to get approved. I'm going to use PropStream to put the list together tonight, but I finished my setup today at exactly 8 p.m. Lovely. Okay, cool. So you're set up, you're good to go. rocking and rolling. Hopefully you can start sending offers tomorrow, right? And start getting some responses. Question for hey Don, how many emails are you guys sending out right now, or offers?
Well, we had some issues and glitches, probably on our end or your end, I'm not sure which, but probably we have 715 leads in the system.
Okay.
And we probably sent out I'm going to say probably around 350 to 400 only, because some of our workflows didn't work or we were doing something wrong, whatever. I'll talk to Mario to see exactly what was going on, but all total right now we have 715 actual contacts in the system.
Like, I guess my question for you guys is, why did we only upload like 750 or even 1,000?
I think initially because we didn't know what the hell we were doing, to be honest, perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
And
Fair enough.
I want to see exactly where everything goes before we go ahead and do a mass broadcast. This is just my way of doing things, that's all.
Okay.
When
So
they start blasting 1,000, 2,000 leads, I don't want to like, oh shoot, we screwed up. You know what I'm saying?
okay, cool. Yeah, I don't see those 400 leads in the workflow for dripping, for the auto sending. You guys might just want to select all of them and push them through, but that would be just the solution for that, or just manually move the 400 over, whatever you want to do. But just again, right?
Yeah.
Like when you just think about it like this, right? If we got to keep uploading data every couple days, because it's sending about 100 right now, 90, right? So that's 4 days worth of leads. And if you got to keep doing that every so often, then what's going to happen is you're working to upload leads instead of working for responses, right?
Correct. No, I get it. You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
Just my thing is that, and I'm old school, you probably can tell that already. If I go ahead and send out a text or an email, let's say to an off market, I just want to say, are you interested in selling your property? I really did not want to send an LOI to go, who the hell is this guy sending me an LOI? But thinking about it and looking at your email, it can't hurt nothing.
Yeah,
So
I'm actually kind of against how you guys are sending your offers right now.
Yep.
You guys are literally sending offers by sending a text message first, then the offer, based off of the thing. I'm worried you guys are going to get suspended for Twilio, just FYI. Because you guys are doing cold SMS instead of follow-up SMS.
Well, the SMS that you see, most of them are for sale by owners.
It doesn't matter, right? You didn't build a relationship with this person to send them a cold text message, right?
Correct.
So compliance-wise, it's a big no-no.
But if it's a for sale by owner,
Doesn't
there
matter.
should be no compliance anyway.
Doesn't matter. They're not a business, right? They're a consumer. They're a person.
Correct. But their property is on Zillow. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that might be true, but Twilio doesn't understand that, right? And that's why that's why text messaging has what's called opt-in, right?
Okay.
So think about it like this, right? Why do we have in Twilio compliance and registration and A2P and 10DLC? Our website forms have to be a specific way. Our privacy policy has to be a certain way. Our terms and conditions have to be a certain way. If any of those things are not, then you don't get approved, right?
Correct.
Part of that compliance is when somebody comes in through that lead, through, let's say, the opt-in form on the website or a contact us form or anything along those lines, right? That is what allows you to cold or reach out and actually text them, right? So we don't want to be cold texting them. We still only want to be using them for follow-up, right? And only follow-up. I don't want you guys using it for texting, because I guarantee you keep doing this, right? Give it a month, give it out maybe even a week later. You never know, right? It's always going to be random. They're going to come and they're going to temporarily suspend you, then they'll completely suspend you. Like just because of reality, right? I'm just trying to be real with you guys here, right?
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I just thought, from what I understood, if it's a for sale by owner on Zillow, then they're not basically part of the A2P, all BNC, all that stuff, but they're putting their property sale with their phone number.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, right? It's like agents
But
too,
no,
they're in the
but you
business,
know-
they
you
should
know more
receive
about this
text
stuff than I do,
messages,
sure.
you know? I know, kind of know what you're saying, right? It's like, well, they marketed their property for sale just like agents do, right? So we should be able to
Right.
text them because they're essentially asking for it. Yes, in a way you're right, but in reality that's not how it works, right? With the
No,
code.
if that's the case, then we will basically change our marketing to the, like you said, the email stuff. No, I totally agree.
Are
I
you getting a
just
ton
was-
of opt-outs when you send all those texts first to the FSBOs?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So that throws off the numbers as far as like getting flagged and stuff.
Yeah, Josh, I mean,
Yeah.
you're completely direct to seller, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, all mine are the PPO leads, so
Oh, you're
you
doing
know,
it.
I don't spam people. So
Yeah, but they
already
opted. They
in
had
for
technically
somebody.
opted in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I'm looking at
so
your
if I-
stuff right now, Don. I mean, you have. I mean, only 38% of those SMS messages were delivered. Oh, no, never mind. That's looks like. What is this? Yeah, total messages received only 38% on your end. You only have a 2% opt out, which is not bad, but you don't want it to go above that. You have a 4% failed. That is bad.
But
Yeah. And I'm assuming you guys did scrub your phone numbers, right?
yeah, some of them, not all of them, but some of them we did.
Okay. What do you mean some of them? We don't want to upload any data if we're going to be
Because
texting.
For sale by owners, I figured it wasn't worth scrubbing. That's why.
Okay.
So you got
So
a bunch of landlines in there too.
yeah, if you have landlines or any type of VoIP, you're going to have
Okay.
issues. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and never trust, even if somebody comes and I don't know, you meet them at an event and they give you their phone number, right? I would always double check. I mean, typically they're giving you a cell at an event anyways, but let's say they give you a
Mhm.
business card or anything along those lines, I don't trust
Mhm.
it, right? Not for any
Okay.
type of marketing. For a call, maybe trying texting from your phone, maybe that's fine, but not through a system, on blast.
So what you're saying is basically is try to just stay away from the cold SMS marketing and do just the email marketing, correct?
Yeah, do the SMS as a follow-up, meaning I'll give you an example, right? Which
Right.
is the tutorial
Yeah.
that we have, right? Yes, always scrub. Send the email, the LOI, and at the end of that workflow, because I know you guys added it to the top, right? So at the end of the workflow, put a wait on response, a 24-hour wait on response, right? It's in that, it's in the exact tutorial that's in there. And basically what it does is if they do not respond to your email, number one, therefore it's saving you more text messages, because if they responded to your email, you don't need to send them a text message, right? And so
Right.
if they don't respond within that 24 hours, then we shoot them a text. And that text is simply, hey, so-and-so, whatever, my name is, I shot you an LOI or an offer yesterday on the property 123 Main Street for, or to your specific email. Like you can always, you can code all that in, right? And so this way, 100%, they will get all that information, like their email address and their address inside of that text message and so forth. And so like this way, like you're using it as a follow-up, not saying, hey, are you interested in selling your house or anything along those lines, because that's a little bit different. I don't know how you're doing it at the moment, but
No. Okay, so let me ask you, is the built workflow built that way, or are they built differently?
that's how it's built. But now you have to add the SMS to it. The way
Oh, I have to add the
we
SMS.
explain in the Built Startup Hub. So right here. So when you're on your system, when you click on Built Startup Hub at the top, we go over that in the optional power-ups. So right here, add SMS follow-up to LOI.
Okay,
Right? So when you click on that, it's a short video of me adding it to the pipeline. Okay?
I see that.
Yeah, very similar to how you did it. It's just one extra step, a wait step.
Okay.
Or more likely doing it upside down than when we got it.
Pretty much,
Instead
yeah.
of sending the text, send the email first.
Yeah.
And wait for response. And
But also at the same time, who set up the automation right now? Like who added the SMS?
Hamad.
Did he maybe just copy him? Because again, he's not a real estate person, right? He's more of a systems
Yeah,
person.
we're directing him to do what we thought is the correct way to do it.
Okay, that's fine. But like right here again, right? He's only gonna do what you tell him to do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah,
understand
exactly.
real estate. So the text in here, the actual messaging doesn't make sense. Right? Like an off-market property, we're not going to say I saw your house on Zillow. Right?
Yeah, we need an address there. That's the other, a lot of the responses are asking what address, so we need an address there.
Yeah. So again, he's compliant with his messaging,
Yeah.
and he basically just wrote whatever you told him to wrote.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, again, real estate, you guys are the real estate people. We are the systems people. Think of it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would modify that, but
No, we'll get it taken care of. Now, speaking of replying to somebody that's interested or responding, I think you have something in marketing where you can go ahead and set up something either on Facebook, even though I don't like Facebook that much, but like when I'm on my feed, on my Google feed, or even my open tab page, I get a lot of these, we buy homes and stuff like that. And then it sends you to a page where you put in all of your information if you want to be contacted.
mm-hmm.
Is there a way to set up a campaign like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's in the system, so yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to build that out, right? Because what you want is something very specific. Like you make a post and that post directs them to a landing page, which is an opt-in form, right? You can create as many pages as you want, right? Like think about it like this. Like, I don't know if I asked you this question, but I ask people all the time this. Like you right now have 8 pages on your website because we pre-built those for you.
Right.
But how many pages do you think us as BILT have?
Oh, yeah.
Take a guess.
50?
1,100.
Oh my God.
Right. And that's just in the last like 4 years, right? And so you got to think about that, right? It's like you're going to continuously build and add more to your business. Like what we're building here for you guys at the moment is the bare basics and everything that you need to succeed as a wholesaler, as an investor, acquisitions, dispositions, build relationships. But that's not full business proof, right? That's not every strategy. That's not every type of marketing. That like those are slowly being added on. Like our goal now is like, what do you guys do after you guys graduate from wholesaling? Like that's what we're building on now, like in reality, because there's nothing else to build for like as a wholesaler. Like what else you need? Like you can do pocket listings with agents. You can reach out to wholesalers for dispositions. JV. You can do sellers. You can do agents. You can do whatever you want to do. Right? You can raise private money. You can reach out to buyers and build relationships with them and dispo deals. At the end of the day, you can dispo deals with agents in here. Like there's a lot of things that you can do in here, right? But it's like, what else? Like what else do you realistically need? No, you need more things that you care about, right? And in this case, this is one of them, right? Yeah, I mean, like again, it's not hard, right? Like when you're inside your system, just go to your sites, whatever site you have your website hooked up to, if you have one at all, under the websites.
Not yet.
Okay, so choose a website that you want. Let's say, for example, the creative finance, if you're doing creative finance, the house buyer, if you're doing traditional cash. You're probably not doing land, but some people do, and multifamily. So you choose one, right? Let's say the creative finance in this example. Well, there's 8 pages in here, pre-built for you. They're compliant, they're H2P. How'd you get approved for H2P without a website?
We do have a website.
Oh, so you connected it already. Yeah, this one's created to the creative finance. So Don's already taking care of it. Okay, cool. So in this case, this is your website right here, right? If I open up this website, this is your website. Now it's not exactly branded how you maybe want it to, and there's no logo or whatever. And then there's only how many buttons in here. You only have 8 pages on this. When you click on any one of these buttons, you get a form, right? This form is created inside the system. You would just create as many forms as you want. You build it by going to the builder or build a survey, right? And then you link it to your website at any point in time by clicking edit or adding a new page, and then you can just drag and drop elements, right? So over here on the left-hand side, there's an element, and then you choose, let's say, a form that you built. So where's the forms? Form right here. Let's say I want to put it right here. You select the form that you built. Notice we have tons of forms already built for you in here, right? So what kind of form do you want? Like, what's the purpose of this form?
Well, the one that I keep getting is we buy homes, and there's I don't know, a ton of those, and I copied them all to get an idea of what I need. So, but now that you have this.
Okay,
I'm
well,
like,
we buy homes, right? You can just send them directly to this landing page. Just optimize
yeah,
the landing
that's
page.
that's what I was looking at. The only thing we had to change there, or we had Hamad change, is take out Sheridan.
That's fine. That's because it was
Yeah.
taken from your business profile settings.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, you know, we all use, you know, registered agents from there.
Reservation, right.
But
Question for you, Mo. Is there a video as far as just covering the website, the building them out to make this website a little bit more better and add pages, or no?
right, like so again, right? It's impossible for us to create every single little video for like again, like
Of
this
course.
is it's literally as easy as drag and drop, right? Throw this in there, you got it, right? It's like as far as that goes. But yes, we do, right? So again, if we're on the website, or even if you go to the help center or anywhere, right, you're gonna find in here you know, how to do stuff, right? So funnels and websites.
Right.
Right. So
Absolutely.
client portals, how to set up XML sitemaps, how to implement, you know, funnel best practices, how to add one-time products, how to add a Facebook pixel if you're doing Facebook ads, you know, how to clone and share funnels, how to import a funnel. Like pretty much everything is here. It's just there's not a video for everything per se, just because it's hard to create videos for everything. Well, what do people
That's fine.
mainly
So long as
care
I got
about?
Instructions, I can follow the instructions on there.
Yeah.
and get it done, yeah.
So I mean, let's say here, like how to create a custom website. Like this one goes into that, right? How to connect your domain or funnel.
Yeah, that's something.
Site builder, here's another one, right? Another category. And so it's like there's multiple things. If you just need to build a form, that'll teach you how to do it in the forms category and so forth. So
There you go.
yeah, it's just again, I can't put that all these 700 articles in the BILT Startup Hub. You know, people are coming here to send LOIs, you know, that's what they're here for. Everything else is all the bonus stuff that people want to build extra. So I don't know. There's so, like I said, there's so much more. It's kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig in and start studying. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, again, right? Like you have a cool idea, that's what you want to do, right? You test it out, it works, then you improve it. You A/B split test it, right? You keep testing different variables. You clone it, right? And maybe test different landing pages that are very similar to see which one performs the best and which one gets the best stats, right? Because you can track your stats and stuff on those pages over time. You can look at analytics for it, right? And see which particular funnel or website that you built, let's say over time, and you could track page views. So technically you have page views on your thing, whether it's organic or you clicked on it or I clicked on it. Somebody's been clicking on the website. So you'll be able to track it. How many opt-ins people filled out. If we go to the form, the builder, you can also analyze the forms itself, right? And how many times forms on your website has been filled out. So it looks like we've filled out a form multiple times inside of this. Well, I guess we looked at them. We haven't responded and filled them out. So like you'll get a conversion rate or a completion rate. And as time goes by, you'll be like, oh, well, this form is better than the other form. It looks better, performs better. We start using that one instead.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good.
Just
Thank
a
you,
landing
sir.
page. You're welcome. Just a landing page link. I don't know what that means, Cody. I'm a software engineer. If I wanted to modernize the site, do you think I should just use your builder? Use the builder, right? Because you can start doing HTML in there too. Like if you're really advanced, like half of my landing pages are HTML. Like they're the builder and HTML at the same time. You can build it however you want. I mean, a landing page is just a builder's a builder. It doesn't matter what you use. If you're, again, software engineer and you're building everything from scratch completely with HTML, yeah, even with the help of ChatGPT, it's still going to take you a long time, right? Unless you already have your own pre-templates. I'm not a software engineer, so don't expect me to be able to build a website from scratch doing that. I'm no code / a little bit of HTML, a little bit of JS, a little bit of CSS, a little bit of whatever to make my day go by and work, you know. That's the most important thing, is get by, right? Find a solution. Copy that. All right, cool, awesome.
Question on the schedule.
Mhm.
So we want to work 7 days twice we try to send out stuff on the weekend.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
send stuff on the weekend.
Okay, so we changed our calendar. Because I thought that's what it would take.
No, and I should probably update this for everyone, for the at least for the future people. Right now, it's you know, in the acquisition pipeline where the offers get sent out. So offers, each one of these, in the initial offers right here, you'll see the cash, the hybrid, the seller finance, and the sub 2. Each have their own kind of time frame under the wait right here. So notice the wait 3 minutes. It's set from Monday through Friday, 9 to. Oh, you already changed it.
That's what I mean. We changed it, but it didn't work this weekend. We tried to send out offers this weekend. They didn't initiate until Monday. So we put in a ticket.
Hold on.
It will be done on Monday, and on the Monday, everything went out.
Let me check all of them real quick. You said you submitted a ticket for this?
Yeah,
What was the response?
that they were be sent out. It was from Hamad because he was assigned to our case, and he said,
Okay.
yeah, everything would be sent out on Mondays, or he reminded us that it's sent out at 9 a.m. on Mondays.
Okay. And it didn't get sent out. Okay, cool.
Got sent out on Monday, but on the weekend, we tried to do it, I think, on Saturday, isn't it? So this is after we changed the calendar.
Okay,
trying to
so
do-
so right now, let me just see something, because did anything send out yesterday or today for you
Yeah.
guys? Okay,
I
so
mean,
things were
everything that was in the queue was sent out yesterday.
okay.
Yeah.
So I see we only have 71 enrolled.
And today we sent some more. And these are small batches.
Okay.
Like I said, we're still learning how to.
Well,
use it- use
let's
it
turn
for
on
this.
this one as well, because if you uploaded data and it was in a wait timer, we
Uh-huh.
probably want to turn on the Sunday and Saturday on this one. So I think you do what, 7 p.m. Is that what you do? You
Right.
did? Okay. And again, this is more preference. If you're dealing with agents, like, they don't really respond too much on the weekends.
Right.
But yeah, let's do that. And plus, I don't want to work on a Monday through Friday, or on Saturday and Sunday. That's where I build my cool stuff, you know.
Right.
That's what I do on the weekends. But anyways, that's up to date. I mean, the other ones looked correct, unless you have something else. Hold on. Let me check one more thing while I'm in here. So settings. So it just uses, okay, account, that's fine. I think that's what we're gonna end up changing this to. Just doing a one-time under one of the automations, like the interest to send offer, instead of all 4 of these. But wait time, that one's correct. But the settings here, that one's fine. Let's check your settings back here. I don't want to go down. So you're also Los Angeles time.
Yeah, both of us are here.
Check our automations unless you have anything in here. No pauses, no nothing.
And do
Now,
we
when
have-
did you upload that data? Let me ask you that.
I think it was Saturday, right, Don?
Okay, well, that's exactly what happened, right? Because the new leads the auto send offer one, was
Yeah.
not set to Sunday and Saturday. It was only
Oh.
set to Monday through Friday. I just updated this one.
You just updated it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it was. Gotcha. Okay,
Cool.
okay. As long as we figured out the
Yeah.
problem.
And the signature, I uploaded a signature on the emails, and I just want to make sure that I set up everything right, so now the signature is gonna go out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good, okay.
Yeah, maybe
Is there a way to include it? I mean, I tried putting a picture in there, like the logo, but,
you can. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, right? Because our main focus is deliverability. I know people get away with it all the time. If you care about deliverability, hitting people's inboxes, Google and Yahoo do not like pictures. They don't like
Alright.
attachments, like PDFs. You know, you see other softwares out there try to upload PDFs through email. Like, it doesn't work. What
Okay.
you want to make sure your email services here are healthy, right? And so, like, even like right now, like, we want to be careful right here. We have a lot of bounces, so 3% bounce. This could be just because we're not verifying those emails for the others. So just be careful, right? We want to see this a lot higher. You're in between, right? Because direct to seller, you're probably gonna be around a 10%, and direct to agent, you want to be like a 35 30%. So you're kind of in between because you're doing both. Try to get this as high as possible, but the only way to get this as high as possible is if you have less bounces as well, and less unsubscribes and fails.
So the way to minimize that is to call that list that way you explained to us, just go ahead and get rid of anything that doesn't have emails.
Yeah, so get rid of anything that doesn't have emails, get rid of all the duplicate emails as well.
All the
Yeah,
emails,
when you
right?
before you upload, and as well as make sure those emails are scrubbed, meaning that they're put through a bulk email checker or emailable or a zero bounce, some sort of tool, because that's important. So right here, right, learn how to pull data, how to clean and verify your contact info. Like we have 2 videos on there, but like we recommend these email tools, but at the same time, like bulk email checker, there's a reason why it's cheap. It's because it's 70% accurate. Emailable is 85% and zero bounce is 95%.
Right.
So it's like you will, depending on what service you use. Again, we don't own these companies, right? Or we don't own a version of it yet. Maybe we will in the future. Thinking about it, but and same thing with phone validator. Phone validator is the best of the best out there, but for the phones, like make sure you're just cleaning the data, and that if you put your data through this, all your data, including the FSBOs, right, for sale by owners, like that, then you'll be fine. Your deliverability will be better, right? So just keep that in mind. In my opinion, agents, you're okay with getting away with this, with the bulk email checker. Sellers, I'd rather use this one. Just my opinion. Just because their data is kind of crappy with the skip tracing.
You mentioned you might incorporate a lead generator eventually. Is you still thinking about it? Is that
Not lead gen. More on the verifying and cleansing. Just because like you have to take your data and go to one first, and then you have to go to the other one, right? And then, but here's the thing, you're also probably spending more money on phone validation, this one right here, because of the minimums they do, but also at the same time, unless you only take the phone numbers after the emails are passed, which takes a long time to wait for those emails, you're wasting time. So most people just go and verify the phone numbers right after, and then just spend more money. So it's like, I want to do it like a 2-step process for us, but then you still have the option to do one-offs if you wanted to, just emails or just phone or whatever. I don't know. It's still an idea in my head. We were talking about this 2 weeks ago on here on the live, and you guys thought it was a cool idea, but it's going to take time to build out. If we do take action to build it, it's going to take like a month probably of just like building it and testing it, making sure it works. And you guys know me now. I don't give you guys anything that's half-ass. So I don't want to continue doing that either. Just because it's something that's cool.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking about it, because I think it's a very good tool. That's the only tool that's missing, I think. It's just a lead gen, so I don't have to go to another site to pull stuff.
It's just funny that no one teaches you guys to clean and scrub data. Like, no mentors. Why?
You're the first one. So,
but why? Like, think about it logically, right? If you don't clean the data, you work harder.
Yeah, I was getting rid of, like we said, duplicate emails, but the verification of those emails, I had never done that. So now we're gonna start doing that.
I swear, e-commerce and agency business models teach this left and right on no matter where you go, YouTube, whatever courses you go to, they teach that left and right. Why does real estate not teach this? I'm wondering, like, even cold calling. You pull a list and you cold call even yourself. If like you can cut half the work out if you just validate those phone numbers and only call mobile lines. Like, you'll save 50% of the time, because 50% of that data will be bad.
Will be bad, right?
Right? It's like, holy shit! Like, why are we working double?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just because if you tell people, that are trying to get into real estate, that this is actually it needs a little bit more work than just pulling a list, they get scared. So I think that's just the reality.
Could be now.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, so I just I'm learning it from you right now.
I need to take off for another meeting, but I want to thank Mo and David for building BILT and the weekly training. Appreciate that, David. Just found this system last month, and I've been watching some of the replays after my onboarding call, and I made the decision to switch cold email SaaS tool and we'll be signing up for BILT first thing tomorrow morning. Love that. Looking forward to digging in and building. See you all next week. Appreciate that, David. Love to have you on board. Looking forward to seeing you on the onboarding. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Like, are people just scared that they're gonna lose business? Like, I don't know. Like, hide the truth. Just hide the truth, or they just don't know what they're doing. They really don't.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, I don't know how many mentorships am I part of? 6 between real estate and, you know, raising money and, you know, systems and processes and you know, buying businesses. Like, no one teaches it.
Right.
No one.
They don't.
So yeah, I'm just glad I'm not, you know, telling you guys, oh, just upload this data, and then you guys don't get results, you know, because of that, and then you guys, you know, cancel. Like, that'd be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you guys get results right away? You know, that's the whole point of this. Cool. Let's see. I mean, honestly, today was just supposed to be a Q&A. I don't really have any topics for you guys. I'm here to hang out with you guys. There's nothing special going on. So whatever you guys want me to go over.
That's Kate. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
In BILT, I don't know how this happened. Maybe Mark can explain it better than I can.
Mm-hmm.
But we had like going to on market, sending LOI to agents.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, whatever it was, they did not go out. But they were still.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened there. And then when we put them into, like, move them manually from stale to send LOI or whatever that thing says,
Send offer.
send offer. And then it went into 2 categories, stale, and then went into relationship building pipeline. And I don't know how the hell that happened. So we screwed up somewhere, I guess. But why does the thing go into stale in the first place without sending an offer? I guess that's the first thing.
Well, first thing, I already told Mario earlier. So agents, when you upload in the system, especially with their leads from the MLS, they're agents, right? When we tag them agent, the moment we tag that during the upload process, what it does is it adds them to the relationship pipeline as well in a tier 3 stale, right? And that tier 3 activates 60 days later and asks those agents, hey, do you have any pocket listings? So simultaneously, it works for pocket listings while you're doing MLS deals immediately.
So when it goes into relationship building, it doesn't send the LOI right away. You're saying that LOI is in queue.
So relationship
60
building
later.
doesn't send any LOIs, right? The relationship building, when you upload that lead, it waits 60 days. It doesn't do anything for 60 days.
Okay.
But in the acquisition pipeline, they come under new untouched, right? And then they slowly start moving over to send offer, right? If you have the automation on. The offer can be sent from the acquisition pipeline perfectly fine, right? I don't know what your issue was, why it did not send. Maybe we didn't have a tag on at the time, or maybe there was duplicates, maybe whatever, right?
But it was the schedule.
It was what?
The schedule.
Oh, the schedule. Okay, so it was the schedule. Okay, that's fine. That we already know the solution for that. But again, right, we're sending those LOIs. We're following up on that specific MLS deal, right? But at the same exact time, right, it's like 60 days later, we're actually going to ask them for a pocket listing. Hey, do you have any deals that works for investors that we can potentially buy before you put it on the market? We get first dibs, because why not? You know, work on them simultaneously. I know there's systems out there like, what was it? Astro Blaster. That was their main focus, right? Reaching out to agents and building relationships and asking for pocket listings. Well, we don't need to send text messages to do that. We can also do it through email, right? And we can do it later on after we work on this MLS deal, because chances are 60 days later, you know, they either A, still haven't moved that deal and it's another touch point, or B, right, we can ask them for another deal. You know, we can work on another deal at the same time. We already have their contact info. Why don't we?
Right.
Some people turn it off, you know, and then that's fine, right?
No, I did not know that was basically done at the same time, and then that's in queue, which is the list to send out that letter for, let me have some pocket listings. I did not know that, and now that explains it a lot.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe we should explain that a little bit better on the onboardings. or even at least
Yeah,
in the
that's something
videos.
that we were trying to figure out because we're trying to send stuff out and we're like,
Look-
why is this stuff sitting over here and it's sitting over there? What's going
Well,
on?
I will say something like this 3-step tutorial that you guys have right now used to
Yeah.
be 7 steps.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious. Like, we've had to dramatically make it better and better and better and better over time to make it easier to onboard people. And we've had
Right.
to build things more and more over time to make it less or more automated for you guys, plug and play, right? And so, yeah, maybe I think we probably removed that part out, just talking about it. But that's good. I will put that in the step 3 when I redo that video, because we're already going to redo step 3 for you guys.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know so I can watch it like 10 times.
Oh my god, you already know how to put data in, man. You guys are good.
By
You
the
guys
way-
are good.
I figured out how to call those columns. So we were talking about how deal sauce gives you like 200 and some columns. So now I just get the ones that I need. So I upload, boom.
Oh, by checking the boxes, specific ones.
Well,
It still gives you too many.
yeah, but I no.
No.
You get the Excel sheet,
Mm-hmm.
full CDS file.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to call them. I can send you the program system. And it calls down to just the columns you need for BILT.
What are you using, app script, or are you?
It's a script, yeah. It's
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We all have our own versions of that that use deal sauce. John's one of the creators of one of those. That's with us, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I personally don't use deal sauce, so I really don't care. But you know, I just found out that apparently deal sauce has really good on-market data. You know, as far as like phone numbers and emails from you guys. So it's like,
it's got like really good stuff. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
You know,
It's got to be better than prop stream.
prop stream. Well, again, like
We're gonna find out because I'm gonna buy that one too and see. I'm gonna compare it to.
prop stream again, right? Prop stream is just a bigger company. You know, I don't know, man. Every single data source that comes out, like realistically, deal sauce is a white label. Think about it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Prop stream is not. They built their own, which means deal sauce, X leads. There's so many of them out there that are just like them, right? That are out there that
Right.
basically just use each other's data, right? At the end of the day. Now, yeah, maybe I know for a fact so far right now, just from you guys, are saying that on market specifically, the phone numbers and emails are more readily available on tools like Deal Sauce and X Leads, right? But you know, maybe direct to seller, that's not the case. You know, so I don't know. Right, like you guys would have to tell me that, because you guys are all using all these crazy tools and everything. I'm okay with just using PropStream. You know, I'm okay with just using one, because here's my take at the end of the day: data is data is data is data, and it's all crap. You know, as long as we clean that data, we're good to go.
Right. Exactly.
That's my take on it. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm not gonna, you know, like I used other data sources out there, right? Like, I mean, there's tools like DataFlick out there, and you pay like $3,000 per county per month. You know, it's like, oh, because we're AI generated, and they try to stick you with a 6-month plan and all this other stuff. It's like, yeah, that stuff's out there. Yeah, there's you know, tax lien data, Tangi, you know, all these other tools, Foreclosure Daily, you know, stuff like that. They give you very specific hyper-focused data on a daily basis. Yeah, those are cool too, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, we're here to get a deal.
Right.
And all these tools have filters for those things. And it's like, yeah, sure, maybe it's not as brand new or as hyper-focused. But in reality, is if you don't even have systems to begin with, what does it matter? You know, most people don't have systems. And so it's like, okay, you know, like, and most people are still cold calling that list. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. We're just working differently, right? Again, it's a numbers game for me. Everything's a numbers game, right? It doesn't matter what we're doing.
So that was one of the things when we were did the onboarding. You mentioned that you didn't want to send more than 30 leads per user or per staff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, so that puts us down at 90 a day.
Yeah, I would suggest you guys scale up. You guys are 2 people, right? I would scale up. Excuse me.
Okay.
And I would probably get like 3 more. You know,
Oh, so we can add more.
add more domains, create 3 more users per each one, add them to the automation. Follow again, step 1, 2, and 3 all over again.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotcha. That's how you do that. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
just scale up. Later on, technically you can add more users, right? But I don't recommend it now.
good. Yeah.
Stay consistent, build some reputation on those domains, right? Then add a 4th user, then add a 5th user, right? And you can add more domains too. So like it doesn't really matter. Like you can scale up either way.
I wouldn't upload 10,000 leads on there right now.
I mean, if you're sending 500 a day, you could probably go through that in a month, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
All right, we're not, but yeah, I'll start doing that.
yeah, I mean, there's not really any limitation. The limitation is your data and your foundation, I call it, right? Foundation is your email services and your users that you create and stuff like that. That is your limitation. And again, you know, it costs $12 a year for a new domain on GoDaddy times, let's say 5 you want it to get or whatever. That's $60 up front. And I know not everybody has that, you know. You guys are a different case scenario. You guys are a business. You guys have been doing this for a while. You guys know what you're doing, right? You guys are willing to do that. But plenty of new people don't do that. That's why we just say, hey, set up one, get proof of concept, then scale, right? But there's no right or wrong answer. It's just scale when you're comfortable, right? Go get just 1 more, maybe then get 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Find what works best for you. We have people in here right now currently in Zoom. They have 25 commission only people. Like they're rocking and rolling. You know, they need enough data to support them all. They need,
Right.
you know, emails, they need phone numbers, they need whatever, right? It's like, it doesn't really matter. Every business is going to be a little bit different on how they operate. You do what works best for you, man.
Yeah.
We're here to give you the tools, man, and show you the way. But you know, we're not going to take action for you, so.
No, that makes sense. Appreciate it.
Of course. All right, awesome. Let me see if Fabian, go ahead. You raise your hand.
Yeah, so I'm working with more than one person. I'm on the No One Left Behind challenge, and the person that I'm making calls for has a very, very specific list. I was wondering if I could upload that list into the BILT CRM while doing other things, like maintaining other different relationships. Since I'm like sort of like a bird dog wholesaler, and I have different relationships with different people. Is there any way for me to be able to just like upload different ways and keep that separate?
Well, so just to clarify, is this property list or is it just people?
So I'm working with this girl named Love, and she's doing direct to agents
Okay.
that are 60+ days in, I believe.
So they're
Phoenix,
properties. So
Arizona.
they're properties, right? From the MLS, 60 plus days. I mean, yeah, you can upload it. Just make sure that there's 3 things. Okay. ARV, square feet, and remaining balance on the mortgage. Something along those lines, or balance of loan or whatever it's called on that list. As long as you have those 3 things and you have the address and you have the person's name, phone number, and email, you're good. You know.
Okay. So is there any way? Because then I have another list for me from Deal Machine, direct to seller as well, that I would like to deal with. Is there a way for me to keep those separate?
Again, you don't have to keep them separate. Why do you want to keep them separate? So they get a portion of the deal? Is that why?
No, well, my way of thinking is that
if you use their leads, right, then you need to pay them or something.
If it's their leads,
okay, well then just during the upload process, just tag it Love, right, or something, right? And so you know if that deal closes, that was Love's deal, right? And you can deal with it that way, right? During the upload process, you'll see you'll be able to add a tag at the end of the upload when you watch step 3 at the end. That's one way to do it. I mean, there's other ways too, but that's the easiest way when you're just getting started.
Okay, thank you so much. That was all I needed to know.
You're welcome. Joshua, what's up?
What's up, Mo? I was hoping you could help me real quick without having to go through a full call. I have an
Yeah.
automation that's like breaking. So for some reason, it's like some of the leads are falling out of a workflow, and the workflow itself, like, I don't know, gets triggered.
Paris management, right?
Yeah.
Wonder why I still know that name. I don't know. I'll never forget that one. Here, let's pull this up. So which workflow are we talking about?
It's PPO workflow uncontacted, and then the call status dash voicemail dash PPO 1 to 9. So basically, when it gets thrown into a certain stage, the PPO workflow uncontacted gets triggered, and then it kind of goes through a sequence.
Hold on. So you're talking about the
It's under DTS leads flow.
this one right here, okay?
Yep.
Because I
And
don't know
then-
where anything is in your account. So hold on
I
a second.
know. I thought you were like doing a search or something.
All right,
Second
so
from the bottom
PPO
on that
workflow
page.
uncontacted.
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me what like. I'll just read based off the trigger. So the trigger here is in pipeline DTS PPO no answer. So if they don't answer from first to the ninth
That's all.
attempt, right? Which is just a stage you named, right? So in this case, oh man, you created a counter. Okay, I get it. What you did,
Yeah. Just to see how many texts are going to them and the calls and stuff.
bro.
so.
You do stuff just as advanced as I do. Anyways, so okay, what is happening here? What's the problem on this one?
So the problem I get is, so at the bottom, it sends a text, an email, another text. At the bottom, it triggers a manual call, which is it triggers
The dialer.
that triggers the dialer. So we go through the dialer, and then when you do no answer voicemail on the dialer, it's supposed to kick it back to from uncontacted, which is where it lands after it gets done with the little response thing. So it goes into uncontacted,
Which
triggers
goes in
the call, and then once we get on the dialer, it's supposed to still be in the workflow for PPO workflow uncontacted. And based off that, if it's a no answer voicemail, it gets kicked over from uncontacted back to the PPL 1 to 9 to go back through the next stage. So it gets
which is
another
this one right
text,
here.
wait, text. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
call
but
status
but
dash
it's all
voicemail.
based off your triggers, right? So trigger here, voicemail or no answer. You have both statuses.
Right.
Call direction outbound, in workflow, PPO workflow uncontacted. So you put that in there. Sometimes, so what you're saying is it's not triggering this.
It's like for some reason, some of the stuff, and only sometimes, and it's like random, they're escaping the workflow, the PPO workflow. So all the ones, if we get to the end of a dialer list, all the ones that are still under the uncontacted stage aren't in the PPO workflow uncontacted workflow anymore. Somehow they got out, even though the workflow isn't ending. They didn't, they didn't respond or anything to pull them out of their workflow. So I'm super confused as to why some of them stay in, some of them don't. So I was thinking about switching to some sort of tag system, but then I don't know, it seems more complicated to do it that way. And I was,
Well, here's my thing. If these aren't triggering, maybe you need to separate the voicemail and the no answer. Sometimes that works. As two separate triggers here.
okay.
I would try that. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to work, right? We have to test it still.
Right.
But let me see the other one. So this is the inbound, this is call status. So you have two, right?
Yeah, I mean, it really is just those two for that cycle. And then, like I said, it's when I go under automation for the ones that stay stuck, it's the active automation, like that PPL workflow automation isn't active. Whereas the ones that it did kick back in for the 1 to 9, they're still active for that workflow. So I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
again,
why.
here you did the same thing. Trigger manually call when tasked due.
Yeah.
Voicemail no answer. Again, then try separating those
Okay.
and see if that works. Again, like I would have to test it as well.
That's cool. I'll test it tomorrow and see if.
Yeah,
the loop
and just reach out,
completes.
DM me, and maybe we can hop on like a full depth as well. Kind of break
Okay.
it down, but with after your test if we're still having that problem. I mean, I kind of gotta like truly walk through it too by testing it,
Right.
and like,
Yeah.
okay, well, this is a trigger because because I don't personally use manual dialers, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, I've never really used an automation for that, like the call status. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it
mm,
just makes it easy when you're dealing with
oh,
like,
I understand when you have team and they're running through it.
right. Thanks
Mm,
for looking. If I don't get it figured out, I'll let you know.
yeah. Complicated stuff, I will say that. Good.
Recording stopped.
Oops. Oh well, whatever. We're recording elsewhere. So like, I mean, you guys see what Josh is. But Josh, how long have you been here with us?
Over a year.
Yeah.
I just renewed like,
And you're already building
couple months
complex shit like this?
yeah.
How long did it take you to build stuff like this?
You know, you got to kind of figure it out along the way, but then once you kind of understand it, it's like any other programming type thing, putting the pieces together. You just got to get it from how you want it to flow into, you know, the pieces the way you
Yeah,
want them.
but what I'm trying to get is like, you didn't just think about doing this the moment you got in here.
No, gosh, no. I mean, there's a learning curve, unfortunately, but you know, it takes what it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, cool. Let's see. Did we go over everything? Everybody's good to go. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everybody's successful. We're go ahead.
1 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
What's that?
1 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
1 out of 3. What do you mean?
You gave us 3 things. We got 1. It's the other 2 we're not sure about. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Then I ask you really quick, Mo. As far as just when we map the fields, it's not that difficult. The only thing in the little the cheat sheet spreadsheet you have,
Mhm.
where it says on and off market, is that really necessary? Should we add a field into BILT for on and off market?
So you're talking about the column, right?
Yeah, because the list that we have from, let's say, deal sauce or lead flow, it doesn't have that on-off market field, so.
Yeah, that's fine. That's actually not mandatory. So notice how I didn't highlight it yellow. Everything that's not really highlighted yellow is not really that. I mean, I'm sure you still need contact info, but like as far as like extra fields, you know, that's for people that, let's say, do have data that's mixed. It very rarely happens, but let's say you pull mixed data, that would help you, so you don't have to add the tag at the end, right? Yeah, because you can't, let's say, upload a mixed, you know, list of data and the next thing you'll put a tag on market, can you? Like, it would make them all on market, or vice versa. And so this way, if you just, you know, focus primarily on, you know, just focus on, you know, using your tags if you're just uploading data separately, right? Don't worry about it. If you are uploading mixed data, then add that column. That's how I would do it.
Problem.
Yeah.
They got music playing in here, so I'm trying to be respectful and muting as much as possible, so.
You said music. All right. Remember, guys, right? I am here to help all of you guys get started and close your first deal or close more deals using BILT, right? However, if you don't take action, I can't fix that mindset. If you're not willing to learn, upgrade yourself to be better, or change how you currently operate, then there's really nothing that I can do for you, right? You know, again, guys, right? Like, learning and getting into real estate investing is not really easy, right? Of course, it's not easy. It's easier said than done, but it's really a step-by-step process. It's really just uploading data and doing some sort of marketing and then getting on the phones and negotiating. That's really what it is. Yes, you'll have to learn how to handle objections, right? Yes, you'll learn how to use emails and create email services when you first get in here. We teach you how to do that, you know, right away with a simple 1, 2, 3 step process, right? Education should be free. Our goal is to remove all those barriers to entry for all of you guys that are getting into real estate. So make sure you guys, you know, continue learning. Make sure you keep attending these lives if you need help, right? Even if you don't need help, just to kind of hang out, whatever. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. You know, and of course, if you're enjoying this, make sure you share the value, like our content, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's sad that we have 1,000 people inside of our Facebook group, but only 300 people on the YouTube channel. It's kind of sad. I know we just switched over a few months ago, but if we can get that improved, that'd be amazing. And get everybody switched over here. I'm sure we're missing a lot of people anyways. Usually we have like what, 30, 40 people sometimes on these Zooms when we were doing it on Facebook. Not anymore because of YouTube. But anyways, again, if you guys are interested in buildcrm.com, make sure you, you know, or the CRM, like go to buildcrm.com. Start sending LOIs out as soon as you can. Start getting some responses so you can start working on deals. We do not cold call here. We do not manage our leads on spreadsheets or Trello or anything along those lines. And the goal here is just to work on basically inbound leads, right? At a much cheaper cost. Okay. And again, if you guys are interested in becoming an affiliate, let us know. And we'll get you guys started on that. Any last questions, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't you send out like a ton of emails like everyone else does for meetings?
For what?
For like reminders for the people with like goldfish memories.
Oh, you're talking about for like the live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
so
never
we
get 'em
actually
when I'm
have, well, not this week because I paused it last week because I was had my son's orientation thing. But typically it's every Tuesday, 1 and 10 o'clock in the morning, and like 10 minutes before the actual live. A lot of you guys unsubscribe from us.
Spam too.
Yeah,
Mine
it could
have
go to
gone
spam,
before.
absolutely, right? But also a lot of you guys unsubscribe from our emails as well. So there's nothing I can do if you unsubscribe. There's nothing I can do really if
I
it lands.
get some of them. I just don't get that.
You only
many
do
for,
it
like,
once
the
a week,
meeting.
right?
Yeah, we only go live once a week. Again, if you guys are interested in me doing that little show where we audit you guys, you know, that might be something that's cool that we can do. Just DM me on Facebook and we'll get that started too. I think that'll be fun and educational, and we get to truly understand your business and how to help you out to make you more successful, right? Give you an exact game plan of what you need to be doing, not just, oh, you know, watch some tutorials, right? So I think that'll be helpful as well. Again, you know, we're here to help, but at the same time, if we can make it educating for everyone, we can do so as well. Honestly, I mean, here's the real truth. These lives are really repetitive for me. So I want some new action, right? I need some more creativity from you guys, right? If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, it kind of gets boring. So it's like, there's only so much you can really repeat yourself. I don't know how some other people just do the same thing every single time. That's why we try to change it up every week. But at this point in time, I've been doing this for 1.5 years, every single week. I've missed maybe 5 days in a year before, you know, birthdays and vacations for you guys. So I'm running dry. So let me know what you guys want to do.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah. But we all good to go?
Yep. Thanks.
Very
Bill.
good.
All right, cool. Appreciate you all.
Appreciate it, my man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all.
See you next week.
Take care, guys.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out. Peace
Bye-bye.
out.